Imagine a world where money, credit cards, and bank accounts don't exist. Instead, there's only one currency: your imagination. In this reality, your ability to imagine, create, and dream is more valuable than gold, oil, or any other commodity. But how would such a system work? What would society look like if imagination were the driving force of our economy?
First things first, we need to lay the groundwork. In a world where imagination is currency, society would prioritize creativity over material wealth. Schools wouldn't focus on test scores, but on cultivating individual expression. Instead of competing for the highest-paying jobs, people would aim to create the most impactful or unique ideas. Those ideas could be art, inventions, stories, or even entire experiences. But how do you quantify imagination? How does it translate into real-world value? In this system, the worth of an idea would depend on how novel it is, how much it contributes to society, and how many people it inspires or helps. The more innovative or beneficial your imagination, the wealthier you become. Now let's dive into what daily life would look like. In today's world, money controls everything, from buying groceries to paying rent. But in an imagination-based economy, all transactions are creative. Want to buy groceries? Maybe you'll trade a song you wrote last week for a week's worth of fruits and vegetables. Need a new apartment? You could collaborate on a city beautification project in exchange for rent. Instead of financial institutions like banks, society would have imagination vaults, places where ideas are stored, shared, and borrowed. Imagine a public repository of human creativity, where people can check out concepts like books from a library. Of course, technology would play a huge role in making this system work. Artificial intelligence could help measure the value of imagination by tracking how much an idea spreads and its impact on society. AI might analyze the uniqueness of a new idea, how many people are inspired by it, or how it solves a real-world problem. Think of it as a digital market where imagination is the only commodity. This brings us to a fascinating point: collaborations. In an imagination economy, teamwork would be highly encouraged. Imagine inventors teaming up with artists, or storytellers collaborating with engineers. These partnerships would create richer, more valuable ideas. So, how would this affect society as we know it? First off, traditional power structures, like large corporations and billionaire elites, would no longer exist. Instead, power would shift to those who can influence and inspire through their imagination. Instead of CEOs hoarding wealth, we'd have imagination leaders, people who guide society through their visions of the future. Innovation would be at the heart of everything. Social status would no longer depend on your bank balance, but on your ability to think outside the box. The more imaginative you are, the more rich you become in society's eyes. Of course, this system isn't without its challenges. Not everyone has the same level of imagination, right? So, what happens to people who struggle with creativity?
In this world, education and mentorship would be critical. Schools and organizations would focus on helping everyone unlock their creative potential, making sure no one is left behind. Plus, just like in today's world where not everyone is an artist or inventor, there would be room for people to contribute in other ways, like organizing creative projects or helping bring ideas to life. Even with these systems in place, there's also the risk of idea theft, or people claiming imagination credits for concepts they didn't come up with. Technology would need to protect intellectual property even more strictly than it does today. In an imagination-driven world, human progress would take on a whole new meaning. Innovation would skyrocket as people continuously strive to create something fresh, unique, and impactful. The lines between art, science, and technology would blur. Entire new industries would emerge based on virtual experiences, digital art, and conceptual designs. Imagine a world where your imagination is the key to unlocking endless possibilities. So, What do you think? Could a world where imagination is our only currency actually work? How would it change the way you live your life? Let your imagination run wild in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more what-if scenarios like this one. Until next time, keep dreaming big